You know what time it is. Welcome to Win Souls TV. This is Bright Evangelist, and I got another one for you today, baby. And if you're looking for more spiritual adventures, go ahead and check the description down below. Check out the playlist on the channel, and go ahead and begin by clicking that subscribe button. And let me take you along on this journey with the Lord. Now, we are jumping into a new playlist today. It is called Healing Adventures. And through this, basically all of the things that we're going to be talking about is all of the adventures that the Lord has brought me through concerning any type of healing. I'll incorporate some of the deliverance in there as well, but these testimonies will be a blessing to you. And since the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy, it has the potential of having that same effect in your life if you are definitely willing to take that step. And that's all that's necessary. It's just one little step of faith. You already have the power within you. The Holy Spirit already exists. So without further ado, let's get up in there. So the very first time that I was used to heal somebody, it was a very simple healing. But regardless, I mean, any healing is simple for the Lord, you know. But I was just talking on the phone, and I'm a very passionate person, so I was speaking passionately on the phone, and I was talking about us as Christians. I was talking with my mother, and I was talking about us as Christians and about basically how church, the church building, because we are the church, has been watered down. And I'm just like, you know, man, why aren't they preaching the truth? Why don't they ever talk about, you know, the effects of demons in churches? Why don't they ever preach on us actively sharing the faith? Why do they only touch on theological things versus the actual experiential things which release the power of God? See, cognitive understanding with God is one thing, but experiential knowledge releases that power, the power that saved us, the power that has the potential of healing, the power that delivers. That is the power that needs to be released in church buildings. But why is it never being released? And this is a concern that I was, you know, bringing to my mother. And I was just like, man, when are we ever going to start learning to fight as Christians? Now, I go on and on and on with this with my mother. And I was raising my voice, not yelling at her, but I was just speaking with passion. And she was eating it up. She was listening. Lo and behold, I did not know that she had her leg propped up on a chair, because the day before or the night before, after she got back from the gym, she was walking down the staircase and she skipped like 3 steps. I guess she wasn't paying attention, and it really messed up her knee. So she had her knee propped up while I was talking with her on the phone. And while I was ministering to her, while I was talking with her passionately about these specific things, she said it felt like something was being lifted off of her knee. And she said when she woke up the next morning, she said it was completely gone. Completely gone. And I listened to her on the phone, and I was like, man, really? And that really motivated me to step out more and I started laying hands on every doggone person, dogs, bugs, grasshoppers, roaches. I was laying hands on every doggone thing that was living. I was laying hands on everything. I was like, Lord, hey, you need a healing? Use me as the conduit. Hey, if you got a healing assignment with this dude over here and he too scared to do it, all right, give it to me. I go do it. I want to go do it. I want to see you work. I want eyeballs to grow back. I want your toes to grow back. If your toes crooked like this, I want them straightened out. You know what I'm saying? I want it all. You know what I'm saying? I want to be used to do all of that stuff. And that was my first healing, and I went buck wild after that. Every opportunity that I saw somebody sick out in the street, whether they were homeless, whether they had money, did not matter. If they were in a wheelchair, I was praying for them. Every single place that I went, I did not want to miss an opportunity for the Lord to move. And I didn't want to miss an opportunity to be obedient in terms of healing the sick, you know? And so I was just like, man, everywhere that I go. Now, of course, every healing is for the glory of God. It has nothing to do with me. But I just love being used. And 2, I love, moving into situations that kind of intimidate me. it intimidated me simply because of the fact that, I mean, that's a bold move. That's a very bold move to can I pray for you and you will be healed after I pray for you? I mean, that's kind of bold, to stand in that type of faith with the almighty, all-knowing, all-powerful God, because that's foreign to, many churches. That's foreign to even to the Christian community. Even though it is in the word, it's still foreign to see the power of God, or people or churches, and because we are the church, but church people moving out of the power of God is foreign. So I was intimidated, but I guess that intimidation kind of intrigued me, and so I gravitated toward it, and so I just took steps toward it, and this is just the beginning. Wait until I share more. There's more coming. So if you guys want more, all you got to do is just stay tuned. I hope this has been a blessing to you. And just remember, always get out there and take a step of faith, because you never know how the Lord wants to move in the other person's life. And you may be the conduit that he wants to use to change the entirety of the rest of their life. It's like a ripple effect. Y'all be blessed. Have a good one.